Hello, people. Another Wednesday, another First Person Arts Live. Welcome. As always, my name is Che. I'm the social media manager. We got a lot to discuss today. We got more story slams coming up. We are saying goodbye to our co-ops this week. So we're going to talk to them about their experience here at First Person Arts and just answering any questions that you all may have along the live. Um, we had our event at PAFA, which went really well. It was our Saturday night at the museum live in connection with Atwater Kent, Drexel University. We appreciate everybody who came out, the storytellers who shared their story with us. It was just it was an amazing night, and I can't wait for you guys to see the final video. I want to thank Alyssa Alduque for being there for me as my co-host, and that was so much fun. And even though the episodes have all dropped, the Atwater Kent exhibit is still going on. You can still go to their free museum days that are coming up. You can still check out Unpacking the Attic on their website. So just because the event that we did is over doesn't mean that the exhibit is over. There's still a lot more at the exhibit that you can see and check out. So so that's a lot of great things happened over the weekend with Atwater Kent. So cannot wait for you guys to see the video. But without further ado, let's bring up our co-op. I'm sorry if it's too noisy, if you guys can't hear me too well. If there's anything like that going on, let me know in the chat because I want to make sure that you guys hear me. So it's an office, everybody's here. Cool. Without further ado, let me bring up our first co-op, Hannah. I'm gonna go get her because it's noisy, so I don't want to yell across. So let me go get Hannah. Give me a second. Stay there. Can I put you guys on something? Look at this. Yeah, let me go get Hannah. I'm back. See, I left the live for a second. We're back. Here's Hannah. Let me get Hannah Peters. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. First Person Arts Co-op. That's what we call interns now. That's
That's just like the Drexel has like a co-op program.
Oh.
So everyone who goes through Drexel, for the most part, has to do a co-op in one form or another.
Co-op is short for
cooperative education.
Cooperative education. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm not too bad with the short forms.
Yeah.
I got a few questions for here. Look, I'm doing it all professional. I got my questions here.
Awesome.
How did you find First Person Arts, if you don't mind me asking?
So Drexel has like a database, and I guess like different people, like I'm pretty sure either Drexel reached out to you guys or you guys reached out to Drexel.
Oh yeah, I think we reached out to Drexel saying we're gonna need some co-ops this
year. Yeah, exactly. So then all of those kind of job opportunities go through this database, and then we go through them and we look at like job descriptions. Is it Monday through Friday? Is it in Philadelphia? And we can apply.
Cool.
And since all our stuff, like our resume, like a cover letter, I think was in there too, and like all of our information is there. It's like this process was so easy. Like,
cool.
You literally just have to hit like apply, and it sends all your stuff for you, and then you get like a couple weeks, or maybe it's just like a week later, you get responses from everyone.
Okay.
And then you have to, like, the rules, you have to interview with everyone that
gives
you back. So luckily for entertainment, we have like not very many options.
Yeah.
But like for some of my friends who are in like nursing, they went on like 18 interviews. But yeah, so then I interviewed with First Person Arts. I interviewed with Neil for the position that I do now. And I also interviewed with Ben and Jean for the marketing position as well.
Did you know about First Person Arts or anything before, like, you saw it on the list?
I did not. I hate to say, but I feel like I'm kind of in my, like, University City bubble. I don't know a lot of what goes on outside of University City and, like, all the, like, fun, like, different arts organizations and cultural organizations that exist, like, in Philadelphia. So that has been something that's been really nice about coming here is like kind of seeing like, oh wow, there is a lot to go look at beyond just you know.
We have a lot of arts organization in Philly, and it's I mean I know New York has a bunch, but like it feels like in Philly they're a lot more accessible, and it's easy for you to get to learn from them and even work with them to know. So I'm really glad that that you got to do it. And what is it, 2 months you've been here? 3 months?
3 months, I think, just about like 10 weeks.
Okay,
maybe 12 actually.
Okay, so the summer a little extra. What was like, if you had to, what was like your favorite part of it all? That like,
it's hard. I feel like this is so like cliche, but I feel like the people here are like so nice.
Dope. We are cool. We
really,
are cool.
Really nice and like very low stress, and like everyone's very like understanding. I think I grew up doing like ballet very seriously, so I'm like grew up in an environment where it's like if you're 15 minutes early, you're late. Like if you don't have like the right shoes, you will like your teacher might ask you to leave the class. Like so I feel like I kind of go into things thinking like I have to be 20 minutes early. Like I have to, if something happens, like I had a raccoon crawl through my ceiling, I now had to be late. And I was like so stressed. And then like everyone's like, oh, making light of it, like it's joke, like we all understand that like things happen, everyone has life, and everyone like cares to hear about it, which is like very nice. And
as a storytelling organization, if he tells you have a raccoon, we're like, tell us the story of the raccoon.
Exactly. And it's especially like I feel like for first like real work experience, it was like definitely a very nice way of like easing into it, I guess you could say.
Very cool.
It can be intimidating.
Very cool. And one more question before I let you finish up, because this is your last week, like your Friday.
Friday.
What's one thing that you say that you learned from this job that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take that on to other places?
That's a really good question. I feel like I learned a lot, so I'm trying to like pinpoint the I feel like the best like and what now I learned not just from like working here, but for the organization as itself was like just like talking to people, and really like listening and hearing what they have to say and their perspectives. And, I just feel like that's the most important part of life, like in general. And like, especially like, once you become, like if I were to ever become someone's boss, like one day to like kind of take on that role and like always be a good coworker and a good boss. And
and I mean, when I started working, I was like, oh, a storytelling organization, that's very niche.
That's what I thought too.
But you're like, no, it's actually very broad because everything has a story. An organization, a person, this cup has a story. You know what I mean?
You can apply it to everything, like everyday life. So I feel like I'm definitely walking away with that little piece of
cool. Well, good luck on the rest. She's almost done with school too, so she's ready. So take on the world. So good luck.
Thank you so much.
Then sit in here. Thank you. We'll talk to Sid, the other Drexel co-op. He's also been someone who's added so much to the sauce that is first person arts. So we're gonna talk to Sid. Sid, my man, how are you? Come grab us. You can leave it like that. Cool. I didn't put your last name. I just put Sid in all caps because that's all we need. The man is the share. He is the Bono of our group. One name is all you need. How are you feeling, Sid?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, man. Good. So I was talking to Han. I guess you're both from the same Drexel co-op program. So that's how you got involved. Was just finding on the list that they gave you, if FPA fell on there.
Yeah, it was just on there.
Cool. But you interview with a bunch of others. Like when you did was like FPA like top. You're like, I really like to check them out.
It was like my top like 2 decisions that I had.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I just like the job description, and it's what I wanted to get more into, like audience marketing and all that is like something I wanted to learn more. So I was like, why not?
Like I was telling Hannah, did you know a little bit about FPA, first person arts, before like you saw it on the list? Or
I saw it on the list and I went on the website and I checked out like who FPA are, everything that you guys do, and I was like, this is very interesting, and it's Philly local and it's very community based, so I enjoyed that.
It's a small thing, but it was something that even I realized I didn't do for a while. Was when going to an organization or talking to them, I never did the research, just be like, oh, let me look them up, because it just going in there with a little idea of who they are changes everything. asking you, like, for the 3 months you've been here, like, what's been one of your favorite parts or something that you learned that you just like, has been amazing for you?
I just loved working with Ben and Jean on certain surveys and Excel sheets. They taught me how to use those properly, make more infographics, and how to present this data to people.
Amazing.
And that's one of the key things that I've learned being here, and I really enjoyed doing that as well. So
that's cool, man. What was your major?
I'm a music industry.
Music industry. So where do you hope? Where do you hope for your career to go? If you don't mind me asking.
It's a very hard question. I would want to own my own studio at one point in the future. Just have artists come over, record. But I also wanted to learn the marketing aspect of it, because if I'm starting my own business, I have to know how to market. And how the logistics behind it work. So I did want to take these jobs to learn that and build up on it.
Cool. And you're saying music is your major essentially. Did you find that, because music is storytelling, but did you find that maybe working with a storytelling organization changed the way maybe you saw music in a different, or is it still like you always knew kind of how to use it to speak to the people?
I mean, music has always been like a form of storytelling. It's always people make music with their emotions. So they're putting themselves out there. So it's a story just listening to it. But just working here, it's kind of taught me what different experiences people have and how they get motivated to do certain things.
The arts and stuff.
Yeah,
amazing.
The arts
especially. Yeah, it's amazing. Like I've even myself, I'm still trying to figure out my routine on how to stay creative. Make sure I create every day. Yeah, man. And I don't know, well, my last question would be anything you feel like you're taking with you from this experience to your next phase in life.
I am taking a lot of time management skills away from
time management.
Yes. That was something I was kind of lacking in, but I really understood if I have to sit down and do it, I'm just gonna do it. Can't procrastinate.
No,
you can't. So that's one of the biggest things I've learned here.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Dude, thank you so much for your time and your energy and how much you help even me set up some stuff in this job that's gonna make it easier going forward. So
thank you.
Dude, good luck with everything, man.
Thank all you guys too.
Absolutely.
So much support.
Support's it, man. You want to see him? He's gonna be producing stuff and music stuff for giant labels soon. Don't worry.
Stay safe.
Thank you. Oh gosh, guys, that was Sid. That was Hannah. Wishing them the best, in the next phase of their education, careers, what may be. You never stop learning. You never stop growing. But before we leave for the day, I wanted to remind you all about the free museum days at PAFA. You can go on their website to find out more. And that Philadelphia Revealed Unpacking the Attic is still going on. So check that out. And please don't forget, we had our StorySlam just last week. Oh my gosh, it's been a crazy week. But we have our next StorySlam already. Ghosted, October 8th, 7:30 p.m. I wonder who this host is going to be. Let me see if I can get the host to come in. Hey, host. Host. It's me. I'm the host. So I'm going to be hosting for the rest of the season. I'm very excited to get my stories in line. And so go to link in bio to buy your tickets. And also, you can send the first line of your story on the theme Ghosted to stories@firstpersonarts.org, or you can go to the link in bio and submit it through our forms there. So send the emails, send the first line of your story to Ghosted email, or go to the link in the bio to do that. Remember, it's Ghosted, October 8th at 7:30 p.m. at World Cafe Live, link in bio. We have a lot more story slams coming up. We also have some workshops that we're going to start doing. So look out for those in person and virtual so you can get your education on in multiple ways. But yeah, and as always, you can check out everything we're doing at firstpersonarts.org. Thank you again for watching. Thank you to our co-ops. We're going to miss you guys. Great job, for the time that we're here. And thank you once again for joining us. Thank you for checking out the podcast the way you have. Remember, Philadelphia Revealed, the podcast. You can get it wherever you get your podcast. Thank you, people supporting our shows and everything, but continue to do so by checking out other events at firstpersonarts.org. And yep, that's it. As always, leave your comments, leave your questions, and you know where to leave those, and we'll try and answer them on our next live. All right, you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.